Hey there folks, Reza-Kaze here, and I'm going to apologize right now if the video seems choppy for some reason. If you do see it, then I tried to fix it and it wouldn't work. If you don't see it, then either it's not choppy after the render, or I just decided couldn't fix it. You see me point out a little section there where GZ was standing between the A and B site. Actually, I think I run over to it and I run right by it. You see the ammo box. Now, I stated that on the monolith that there was an ammo box, and it turns out it's on all 4 maps. I think I'm going to do a little video showing all 4 ammo box locations for you, if you didn't already know. Some people don't, I noticed, but I think a majority of people know by now. It's just they're not seeing it. So, it's supposed to be Call of Duty, but one, I haven't been playing that much Call of Duty, even though I do have some videos. It's okay, people, relax. But I wanted to do a more in-depth Scavenger thoughts for you guys. The preview's really choppy. I hope it's not in the render. God almighty, pissing me off already. Anyways, I wanted to do a more in-depth look at Scavenger, and I even got a little list of the pros and cons of the game mode, and so you can guys have your own judgment. I'm gonna go into the negatives. You see, pick up a nice little feed there with the Spaz 12, fucking amazing. So a couple of the negatives is that, one, you can't spawn on the flags. So if you're trying to be defensive, you can't do it. And I retract my last statement in the last video that if you do random, you spawn near your own flag. No, you end up spawning close to the flag, but still in your deployment area. And that is not by any of the flags you own sometimes. My bad. So you can't spawn on the flag, so you can't exactly be strategic unless your squad isn't dying all that much and they're actually by some of the flags that you need to defend or take back. Then in that case you can spawn right on them. If they're not, then well, I guess you're SOL. One of the other negatives is that in this game mode, I don't think you see it much in this game. Depends on the map, mostly monolith. People can be more campy. And people can also be careful, but there's also a huge difference between campy and careful. Camping is just, sitting in one area, watching a door, waiting for someone to come by, and you shoot them and kill them. If you do that and you wait for someone to come by and get a kill, alright, that could be borderline camping. No. But if you move, I mean, there's no kill cam, so no one could see what you were doing beforehand. Maybe you were running, sat there for a couple seconds to collect yourself, and then someone came by. Well, then that's not camping. If I come back, if I try to go back to the same exact area immediately, you might think, oh, he's probably pissed. He's going to come back for me. Alright, that's my own fault. But if I come back later on in the game, 2 minutes later, 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, and you're still in the same spot, that's camping. Careful. People are careful in this game. Now, that is not the same as camping. Being careful is what I was trying to edge at earlier. You're running, you get shot at, and you sit yourself in a corner. You have the advantage, you have the corner, they don't know exactly where around that corner you are, and you wait for them and you kill them. That's not camping. That's playing strategic. Now, if you're fucking waiting there, now say if I decide I see those people coming up the stairs, I decided to duck in that corner and wait for them to come up, that's not camping. I know they're there, I know they're coming, I'm taking a strategic point. Now, on the other hand, if I don't know they're coming, and I just decide to fucking sit there the whole match. That's camping. That's the negatives I kind of ranted on a little bit. I hate camping. So let's get with the pros here. Oh, big and negative and positive. I'll throw that in the middle here, and I'll hit that. Is that the weapons spawn in the same spot. It's not changing throughout the game or depending on your score. I was almost very tiny bit sort of hoping that after a certain period of time, certain weapons spawn on the game field. Everyone has their pistols, and then all of a sudden, there's like 6-7 machine guns loaded on the field. And then after a certain another amount of time, say 1 or 2 less shotguns and light machine guns get on the field, so on and so forth. That's not the case. All the guns are in the same spot, and this could be troublesome. It's all right. Looking at my notes, rethinking what I said. The whole scavenger game type makes it feel like a last man standing sort of gameplay. And by that, I mean, it feels like there's a cataclysmic event. You can see the character models. People are bleeding from their heads. Their clothes are all torn up. Shit isn't normal. That's enough said right there. Shit is not normal. And with the way the game is played, with these bare minimum guns and ammo, it can get... oh, bam. I thought I had him. It can get pretty life-threatening almost. Game-wise, not in real life. If you're getting threatened from the life... if you feel threatened for your life playing a video game, you need to rethink some of your games you play. The last positive I'm going to say is that it is a very fair type of game type. It's no matter what level you are, whether you're just starting private level 1 or Colonel 99, the same weapons with the same attachments will be available for everyone. I mentioned this the last commentary, and I really like that because once you reach Colonel, you got every gun unlocked. So the whole not having a gun compared to someone else is out the window. You don't have to worry about that anymore. The only other thing you got to worry about is if it's a good gun. There's some attachments. Now, most of the attachments have positive and negatives that make it better or worse. You got the foregrip that decreases sway or raise, either or in one of the directions, horizontal or vertical. I don't really remember which one. But it reduces accuracy somewhere else. That's the positive and negatives of detachments. I'm not going into that. That's way too much to calculate, and it really has nothing to do with Scavenger. But say if a level 5 ran in and picked up a weapon, and a level 90 Colonel 95, not even Colonel 5, just a regular 95 and a Colonel 95 pick up a weapon, and somehow they're the same exact weapons. It takes, weapon out of the equation. The whole weapon out of the equation. You don't have to worry about that. What the fuck is loading? What is trying to load? There is something on my fucking computer screen that's trying to load. Son of a bitch. Maybe that's why my thing is laggy. I might have to redo this commentary. Anyways, so it just comes down to overall skill. Now, obviously, 9 times out of 10, if not 9.9 times out of 10, that Colonel 95 is going to win that battle. It just comes down to skill, overall skill. But when it comes down to it, that's what it's coming down to, is skill. No cheap weapons to worry about. Everyone has a chance to get that cheap weapon. Everyone has a chance to get that weak weapon. Everyone has a chance to get that strong, overpowered weapon. That is what it comes down to. Now some tips and tricks for you guys. While I got a few minutes left. Don't use the ammo or explosion specializations. I mentioned this, that I wasn't sure if ammo worked. Ammo does not work. If you have the ammo specialization, you know you're supposed to have extra rounds. You don't get extra rounds. You get your, depending on the weapon, you will get, you know, your full clip, and you will get either no ammo, no secondary ammo. I've seen that only once with, like, I think the P90. You get 51 bullets, but you don't get any extra clips. And you end up getting, or if you have like a other gun, like say an MP7, you have 27 bullets and you have 27 extra. You get 1 extra magazine. Specializations are somewhat important. Grenades, sprint, suppression, and cover. I feel that those 4, if you have them all in a squad, works wonders. Works absolutely perfectly. The other specializations, you might be able to get them to work, but I think those 4 really have the best chance of getting a good squad together. This is a team-based game. Stick together. With the lack of ammo, unless you can find that ammo box and get to it, and the ability to pick up the people you kill or your fallen friends' weapons, it makes things more strategic. If you work as a squad, I can almost guarantee you will not lose any game. This game, we lost because we didn't stick together. We just fucking ran around wherever the hell we wanted to. That's probably why we lost. Last and certainly not least, burst fire. If the guns have it, turn it on the burst fire. Not the single fire, not the full auto, but the burst fire. That will probably save your life more often than not. And if it's fully automatic, still burst fire. Let off 4 or 5 bullets at a time at most, and you could probably do a hell of a lot better. Commentary's wrapping up. I hope you liked my little tips. They're probably not Elite Pro. Fuck, I even forget that one term. Elite Pro skills that some people would use. But I hope you use it to your best advantage. This is Reza-Kaze. I thank you for watching, and I hope you got what you wanted out of this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.